Hey guys, I'm back and I'm going to show you my Red Dragon Archfiend power deck. I'm not sure how many of you will have this deck. I'm guessing no one will have this deck, but you may have something similar. This is the deck that Jack Atlas uses. You might have Red Dragon Archfiend in your deck, but I'm just showing you this deck because I find it to be a very strong deck. I don't use it that often, but it is a good deck to have. Now let's start off with this first card, Majestic Dragon. Now, Majestic Dragon, it's not a great card, except for summoning Majestic Red Dragon, as you have to have Majestic Dragon and Red Dragon Archfiend to summon it. So that's why I keep Majestic Dragon. Now, I've never actually managed to summon Majestic Red Dragon, and I don't really expect myself to, but I have come close before. But since it is very hard to summon, you may decide that you don't need it. So, anyway, then Mad Archfiend, it's a good card. It's got a lot of attack points, and it deals damage to monsters in defense mode. Twin Sword Marauder, it has 1600 attack points, and it can attack again if it's attacked a defense special monster. Big Piece Golem, again a lot of attack points, and firstly, you can summon it if your opponent controls a monster and you don't control any monsters, so like Cyber Dragon. And also, when you have Big Piece Golem, Medium Piece Golem, and Big Piece Golem and Medium Piece Golem, then I can fusion summon Multiple Piece Golem. So that's another reason I have it. And then Dark Resonator, for obvious reasons, it's a tuner monster. And I need tuner monsters in my deck to summon monsters. And Dark Resonator isn't destroyed once per turn, so that's good. Then Twin Shield Defender. Yeah, when it's destroyed, you can have the attack points. That's not really a great effect, considering it's only till the end phase of that turn, and then next turn that monster's attack points will come back. And it's not like that monster's just gonna attack again unless it's got an effect. But so its effect is pretty useless, but it's helpful to just have a monster of 1600 defense points. Maybe not always, but I keep it in my deck. Then Strongwind Dragon. It's just a level 6 card with a lot of attack points. It's got a good effect that when it's summoned using a dragon type monster, it gains half that monster's attack points. So yeah, and then now to Small Piece Golem. It's like Big Piece Golem and Medium Piece Golem, but this card is good because if you have it and then you've got a Big Piece Golem on the field, then you can summon Medium Piece Golem from your deck, therefore allowing you to fusion summon mixed Multiple Piece Golem. Now Vice Dragon, it's helpful, but the fact that its attack points are halved to special summon it doesn't really help, because you don't really need Vice Dragon if it's only got 1000 attack points. But I was saying that if you have Vice Dragon and Dark Resonator in your hand, then you can normal summon Dark Resonator, special summon Vice Dragon, and then you can summon Red Dragon Archfiend. So Vice Dragon is helpful. Then Archfiend Interceptor. It's a weaker card, but it does give your opponents 500 points of damage every time they attack you. Or when, yeah. So then Sinister Sprocket, it's probably just because it's a tuner, but it does have an effect, which means it can destroy a spell or trap card if it's used for Synchro Summon of a dark monster, and I'm pretty sure all of these are dark. And then Medium Piece Golem, I've explained that pretty much. And then Power Invader, again, you can special summon it. If your opponent has 2 monsters on the field. But that's a normal summon, not a special summon, so it will be the only summon on the turn, but still it's got a lot of attack points, but its defense points are 0. Then Power Breaker, when it's destroyed, you can destroy one of your opponent's spell trap cards again. And also, say your opponent has 2 monsters, one's got 2400, one's got 300, you could attack the 300 one, then this card goes to defense mode, so you won't take any damage when the 2400 one attacks you. Then Synchro Soldier, to be perfectly honest, I don't exactly know why this card's in my deck. It's not a tuner. Its effect really isn't that helpful. I'm not even going to read it. It's got no attack points, no defense points. But it is a level 1 non-tuner. So in other decks, I guess that would be pretty helpful as to summon like level 2 synchro monsters to be able to summon Shooting Star Dragon, but probably not in this deck, so I might consider removing that. Then Attack Gainer, yeah, it's a tuner monster. It's got a pretty helpful effect. Then Creation Resonator. To be honest, I don't often come to a fact where I've got a level 8 monster on the field and this card's in my hand, but this card's still a 3-star tuner, so that's helpful. Then Dark Resonator, I think that's one of I think I've only got 2 doubles in my deck, and it's Dark Resonator and Lightning Vortex, but that's because they're pretty useful. And then Extra Veiler, you can special summon this card if your opponent special summons a monster. That's quite helpful because that way you can keep yourself protected more. Then Power Giant, this card's got a lot of attack points and a very helpful effect. By discarding 1 card from your hand, which is level 4 or lower, you can special summon this card, and then you decrease the level of this card by the level of that card. And I find that effect helpful when synchro summoning, because that way this card can have pretty much any level you want. And then Clock Resonator, helpful effect again. When it will be destroyed, it's not destroyed, and it's another tuner. Then Dread Dragon, obviously it's a tuner, and I'm not exactly sure if I have another level 3 or lower dragon type monster in my deck, but if I do, then I can summon it. Just see. No, I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, then Archfiend Soldier, obviously no effects. It's a normal monster, but it's got a lot of attack points, and it's level 4. Barrier Resonator. Again, it's a 1-star tuner monster, so that's helpful. And then by sending this card from your hand to the graveyard, you can pick 1 tuner monster not to be destroyed. So if you really want to hold on to Dark Resonator, since it already isn't going to be destroyed once per turn, then you can stop it from being destroyed again, which is helpful. And then Dark Tinker, its effect, it is pretty helpful, but normally I forget about its effects and my opponent reminds me. So just a tip for you guys, if your opponent forgets to use a helpful effect, don't tell them, because it could be the difference in you winning and them winning. If they've forgotten, that's their problem. Then Top Runner, it's a 4-star tuner, which is very helpful, which means if I have this card and any other 4-star monster on the field, then I can summon Red Dragon Archfiend. Trap Eater, obviously you can summon it by getting rid